Welcome to part 2 of our Canadian winter road trip series. Today we are driving from Canmore to see a few spots in Banff and Lake Louise. We'll be driving along Highway 1 as well as Highway 1A to access Johnston Canyon later in the video. Banff is a national park in Alberta, and you'll need to purchase a park pass if you'll be spending any amount of time in the areas that we show today. We'll be buying a pass today, but lucky for us, my husband is a veteran and we're able to stay in the national parks for free. And we're off to Banff. We'll be checking out an amazing lookout at Mount Norquay. I would highly recommend taking the drive up here on any day, as it gives you a bird's eye view of the entire town of Banff. I can imagine the pullout will be busier in the summer months, but we arrived here at 8 a.m. and there was only one other vehicle up there. Unless you're going skiing for the day, you can take Mount Norquay Road back down into the town of Banff. We parked at the public restrooms at the museum National Historic Site. It was time for a quick freshen up before we started our day. I was very impressed by the bathroom accessibility and cleanliness. This is the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. It's a historic hotel that opened in 1886, built by the Canadian Pacific Railway. Today we'll be taking a quick walk both inside and outside the hotel to appreciate its beauty and history. Unfortunately, the original 5-story wooden building burnt down in a fire in 1926. They since rebuilt the main structure and have added on a north and south wing to now accommodate 757 guest rooms. I had to check out this amazing art gallery that wasn't open yet for the day. There was some really amazing pieces in there. The interior of the hotel features oak beams and panels, animal carvings, plaster work of the ceilings, terrazzo floors, and stained glass work. I love the natural stone used in the lobby and the Gothic metallic elements. I know we all love a good revolving door moment. From there, we headed to Bow Falls, that is situated on the Bow River. This is a 2-minute drive from the Fairmont Hotel, and I would highly recommend doing it if you are already in the area. I've never been here in the summer, but right now it's mostly frozen, so there's not much to see of the actual falls themselves. You can walk along the path, up some stairs to get to an amazing viewpoint. Back down by the parking lot, there are some really nice signs talking about the local wildlife and geography of the area.
Oh, that's basically just on the thing.
There's also a map to navigate any hikes that you would like to do from this point. We're getting hungry. Let's start heading back towards downtown and stop along the river at one more place. This is the pedestrian bridge that I wanted to check out. I bet it looks amazing here with the river running and everything green surrounding it in the spring and summer months. One stop I wanted to make was at Wildflower Bakery. I had a really hard time choosing, but ended up grabbing one of their feature strawberry cream croissants. Next, we're off to go for a hike at Johnston Canyon. But first I wanted to say that the croissant from Wildflower Bakery is one of the best I've ever had in my life. And that says a lot coming from someone who spent 3 weeks in France. Let's sit back and enjoy the ride. It's a 30-minute drive from downtown Banff to Johnston Canyon.
You didn't even connect back to the sea anybody on the other side.
The parking lot was pretty busy even in the off season, so I would prepare yourself if you plan to come here in the warmer months. We had issues finding parking just after lunchtime on a Friday afternoon. If you read the Google reviews, you'll see that most people say to come very early or very late in the day if you want to beat the crowds at this location. That one's easy to get to. We walk across the bridge over Johnston Creek to begin this hike. Today we'll be going to the lower falls, which is the shorter distance. It's also just snowed recently, so everything is nicely covered in a white blanket. Let's see what we can discover in these 1.2 kilometers. Sadly, this coffee shop was closed, but I looked it up and it's open from mid-May to October. If you're worried about navigating this trail, it's clearly marked with signs and surely busy enough that you would not get lost even if you plan to do it solo. Be aware if you do go in the winter months that it is slippery and it's advised to bring ice cleats for your shoes. We were lucky that it had snowed a few days earlier, making it easy enough to navigate in running shoes. Maybe that's just the crazy Canadian thing to do, though, because everyone else was wearing the same footwear as us.
Oh, that's a snake came off the top. Whatever. That is so clear. So clear. Are you ready for chicken wings, hot dogs and bologna?
We lucked out with amazing sweater weather on the Johnston Canyon hike. Now we're traveling along Highway 1A, heading towards Lake Louise. We chose this road so we could stop at Morant's curve along the way. It's only a 5-minute drive to Lake Louise from here. Morant's Curve is named after a famous Canadian photographer, Nicholas Morant, who was hired by Canadian Pacific Railway to do promotional work for them in the mid-20th century. His photograph of the train rounding that curve made it onto the Canadian $10 bill.
Thank you. Merci.
We arrive in Lake Louise with low hopes of finding parking at the chateau to walk out to see the beautiful blue lake. That's okay though, because it gives us a reason to come back another time. In the next video, we'll be traveling through the Icefields Parkway into Jasper and then heading home to Edmonton from there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this series. See you next time.